My name is Steve Kardian from Defend University and the Fight Like a Girl program. I'm here with Paige Slocumb. Paige just completed my 2-day woman's certification, and she traveled all the way from Macon, Georgia with a very special purpose. Her sister back in 2006 was brutally raped and murdered on a bicycle trail in Georgia, and the court case just was finalized and disposed of. With Michael Ledsford, the perpetrator, the suspect that did this to her, was just given the death sentence in this past spring. And Paige is here with a very powerful story, with a very sincere reason for wanting to do this. Paige, tell me a little bit, briefly, what happened to your sister.
Okay, she was riding her back on the trail. She rode about 5 days a week. She went out on the trail 25 miles and 25 miles back, and at the 17-mile marker on her way back, Ledford came out of the woods, pushed her off her bicycle, dragged her into the woods, and raped her and killed her. The police, SWAT, everyone was looking. They found her body the next day, and they actually already had Ledford in custody. Because she had injured him so bad when she fought back. So that was a blessing to my family. She was only missing 24 hours before we found her.
Paige, tell me a little bit about the type of person that your sister Jenny was.
Okay. Jenny was the oldest of 6 children. I'm the youngest. She raised me. She named me. She was all my parents and my 4 brothers. She was our rock. And we called her the golden one because she was the special one, the anointed one. But she was just a wonderful person. She could play hammer dulcimer, taught herself the violin, could play the piano, virtuoso. She, Phi Beta Kappa in college, homeschooled her 3 children all the way through college, from kindergarten through college. She was just incredible. She was fun. She was a great sense of humor. She was wonderful. She was a great person, and I would have said that when she was alive.
And so, not only you lost your older sister, but society lost a very productive
Absolutely.
person, and a good person. She was a Christian. She was a very bright and intelligent girl. Today you went through the program, and we see the program, the Fight Like a Girl and Girls on Guard that we did. What are you planning on doing with the program? What do you think you're going to do with it to bring it back to your community?
I would love to, every female within shouting distance in Middle Georgia, all over Georgia, I would like to offer them the self-defense so that they either never get in this position, or if they're in it, they know what to do.
Okay, you took the program this past weekend. Can you tell me some of the benefits that you're taking away, not only with the physical aspect of the program, okay, but with what I call my Reduce the Odds program, the awareness, the avoidance, and the escape?
Right. I think from where I come from, with my sister being attacked, the escape probably is what really hit me the most. I love the prevention because I feel like I can teach that. And if you prevent a crime, much better than getting yourself out of a crime.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome. But the escape was, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it where you start in the most vulnerable position that you can be in, and you taught us how to get away. It's just completely, it almost goes against what your instincts are, but once it gets in, it makes perfect sense, common sense.
Yeah, and we know how high the recidivism is, and we know that this particular predator had attacked a woman prior. He raped a woman 20 years ago. He did about 10 years in prison.
Right.
What are your thoughts on people like him, predators like him?
Sexual predators can't be rehabilitated.
No.
I'll never believe it.
Yeah.
If he had even got a 20-year sentence, if the judge had given him the full 20 years, he'd still be in prison right now. He gave him 10 years in and 10 years probation. As soon as he got out, he was drinking. He's been, went to other states, got in trouble in other states. There is nothing you can do with a sexual predator but put him away or put him down.
Paige, you had a good experience with regard to the way the law enforcement and the prosecutors handled it. They did a great job.
Yes.
But what do you have to say to the people that put these people away, the judges and the lawmakers, the legislators that make the laws, make them more tougher? Do we need to perhaps make laws more difficult, make probation, give them more freedom in terms of dealing with people that have offended?
The things I've thought about is, are mostly when these guys get out. First of all, they shouldn't be out on the street. If they get a 20-year sentence, they need to serve a 20-year sentence. Personally, I feel like a sexual crime should be a life sentence. I don't know if I'll see that in my lifetime, but it wasn't that long ago. Rape was a capital crime as far as punishment. You could get the death penalty.
Right.
I think we've swung too far away from that. I think, but certainly if you get 20 years, you serve 20 years. And if God forbid you get out, you need an ankle bracelet, something. Somebody's got to keep up with these people.
And we see today the case with J.C. Dugard and Philip and Nancy Garrido, how horrible that was. And again, the system as a whole let this man out, serving only 10 years of a 50-year sentence, and probation. They made mistakes, and unfortunately we had a young girl that was kept in captivity for a very long period of time. And perhaps we could persuade, as a group, as a country, persuade not only the judges but the lawmakers to make these laws tougher, so that people don't have to suffer at the hands of people like this.
Exactly.
Okay. Paige, tell me a little bit more about the safealone.org, SAFEALONE.org.
Right. That's a nonprofit that my family started in memory of Jenny. Just to basically, the name says it all. We want to keep people safe when they're alone. People should be allowed to be safe when they're alone.
Okay. And with that program, you're a nonprofit organization, and you're going to try and spread the word about people like the predator that did such harm to your family, and to try and make people more aware. And through the process, and using the Fight Like a Girl program through Defend University, and being able to empower and teach women self-defense moves that really work.
Right.
And once again, your thoughts on the program today after taking it.
I've been researching since Jenny was killed. I've spent a lot of time on the internet just trying to find something that I could do to empower other women. My friends, my nieces, my sister-in-laws, my mother. I want everybody to be empowered, be ready, and I couldn't find anything. Nothing that I found made sense until I found Rape, Escape, Fight Like a Girl. That was the first thing that made complete sense to me, and truly gives you a way to get away from a situation that's bad, and also lets you know how not to get in those situations if possible. Yeah,
it's a triple-pronged effect. We need to make you aware. We need to make you avoid situations, and we need to empower you with knowledge that's going to keep you safe. And that includes how the predator works, about date rape, drugs, about stalking, about being taken to the secondary location. So together, people like us can collaborate and try and make our communities, our cities, our towns, and the United States a bit safer.
Right. Just get the word out.
Paige, thanks so much. It was great spending the 2 days for you.
I loved it.
Again, Steve Kardian from Defend University with Paige Slocumb. A great 2 days, and
thanks.
All right, kiddo.